Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Leanne, can you come down to help? Whoop. Where do I need to stand? Not in front. Okay. Can you hold that? All right. I'm going to put this here. Now, in the story, in the song that you sang, the theme song, there's a word in there in the very first page that I want to talk about. Joy. Graft. What does it mean, a graft? Some of you know, but I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you all. In fact, we're going to show you. So sometimes, see, do I have all my stuff in my pocket? I got all my tools, okay? Sometimes tree farmers like the root and trunk of a tree, but they don't, maybe the branches don't produce the fruit they want. So they do a graft. And we're going to do that. So you're the tree. Now, what do we say when we cut down a tree? We have to pretend this is a live tree, okay? What do we say? But we're not going to cut down the whole tree because we want the trunk, but we want to change the branches. So what do you say when we cut off half a tree? Tim. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Tip it over this way so it doesn't fall on you. There we go. All right. So we started the first step in doing a graft. Now this is going to be a bark graft, and where's my little twig? Uh-oh, I lost my little twig. We're going to pretend this was my little twig. Somewhere in there I lost my twig. So let's imagine this is the new fruit that we want, okay, to attach to this tree. Now how do you do it? Glue? No. Okay, you do a graft, okay? So you go careful with a knife, and you cut down and peel back, cut deep enough for the bark. It's called a bark graft, the one I'm going to do. And you peel back the bark just a bit. You see that it's peeling back? I don't want to take the bark off because the bark is the living part of the tree, right? And underneath the bark is called cambium. That's what grows new wood, okay? So I have the cambium exposed here, just a little flap. Now what I'm going to do is take my piece that I want to add to the tree. Maybe it's my favorite fruit or something. And I'm just going to trim off both sides to kind of make it flat. You see that kind of flat there now? And in doing so, I'm exposing the cambium under the bark of this little piece. They call it a scion, the part that you add on. Okay? So you make that nice and thin, but it still has its bark. And guess what? I'm going to slide that right in here. Bark against bark, and guess what's going to happen? Except I can't stand here till it grows. So I've got this, some flagging tape. They like to use flagging tape because it stretches when the tree grows, okay? So let's see if I can get this to go around. Hang on tight with 2 hands on that one for a minute. Can you use 2 hands just to hold it tight? Yeah, that's it. We're going to get our branch in the right place. And then you tie that off. There we go. And now we have a graft. And what will happen is the cambium of the scion or the twig and the cambium of the trunk will grow together. And so this branch will become the tree. And actually, if we had time, we could have put 2 or 3 on here so we make the nice shaped tree by having several grafts. What does that remind me of?
The Lord taking you to heaven and having you connect to His.
We connect with God. That's what that the words to our song mean. He wants us to grow into Him, become part of Him. That's pretty cool. He doesn't want you just to be off by yourself. He wants you to grow together with Him, just like this. Now, if this was a real tree, come back next year, we could take off the tape and it'll all be one tree. And God wants you to be grafted to Him. Thank you.